All right, my darlings, hello and welcome to Awaken the Divine Feminine, integrating Goddess Wisdom into your daily life. And we are here for Module 4. We have reached the halfway point. I am so excited. And as we begin, again, I just want to remind you to do whatever feels right for you. If you're watching on the replay and you need to pause it for longer journaling, please feel free to do so. Like, do whatever it is that you need to be able to feel really yummy and juicy in your body. Let everything meet you where you're at. Enjoy this buffet that I'm sitting before you. Release anything that is not true for you. And I would also invite you to stay open for things to be just a little bit different than you thought they were before. Just really staying open to, okay, maybe the way that I was thinking about this is a little bit different. So just give that gift to yourself. So let's come into presence together, taking a nice deep breath and really allowing ourselves to settle into our bodies. And as you take this deep breath and you exhale it, you heard me just like vocalize. So maybe you need to vocalize as well. So take that nice deep breath. Let it out with a sigh and just really settle in. And again, and with that release, you might feel like you need to move your body around. You might notice some tension. You might need to roll your shoulders. You might want to wiggle around in your chair a little bit to get a comfy seat. You might even need to stand up and then sit back down just to get yourself more present in your body, making yourself feel as comfortable as juicy as possible. And now just bring your awareness into your body and let's just send our body some love. Check in with the physicality of your body, the earth that is your body. How's it doing? Just give your body some gratitude. Thank you, body, for carrying me throughout my day, my crazy schedule, my lovely schedule, however it was for you in the time that you are watching this today. Thank you for carrying me through all of the ways to be here. And then check in with the water realm, your emotions. How are you feeling? And now ask, how are you feeling really? How are you really feeling? Sometimes when I ask myself this, it just makes me want to cry because I didn't realize how much I was just holding in. So if you have some emotions moving right now, that's okay too. And then check in with your thoughts, the air realm. How are your thoughts? Been doing too much doom scrolling before got on the call today? How are your thoughts? Are you feeling are your thinkings is your thinking a little muddled or down, or is it uplifted and elevated, or something in between? We're just noticing and connecting with the fire realm. How is your energy? How is your energy? Are you feeling a little tired, a little run down? Are you feeling revved up and ready to go? Or are you feeling so kind of just up that you're having a hard time settling? Anything in between, just noticing. And then reconnecting with spirit, with your spirit, and asking for a direct connection to the divine feminine in all of her facets. And just ask that that relationship that you've been developing over the last 3 weeks and now into this fourth week, ask her to really show you how to deepen the relationship with her. Ask her to spark something within you. And with it, the elements within our body, the elements of earth, water, air, fire, and spirit. I ask to be a clean, clear channel to speak in ways that support you. And I open to this, the intention for this program, that it awaken within you a deeper connection to the divine feminine wisdom and bring goddess guidance into every aspect of your daily life. And here you might want to take a moment and look over your intention. Or maybe you have a different intention that comes forward, something else that you would love to feel and receive from today. And so it is. And so now, again, we want to reactivate our intention, activate any intention that you set forth, connecting to Goddess and bringing her through you, through your physical, your emotional, your mental, your energetic, and your spiritual, your spirit, your soul. All right, so. All right, so here we go, up and moving.
We are going to a sacred place. We are now in sacred space. We are living in a state of grace. We are loving in a sacred way. We are going to a sacred place. We are now
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So before we dive in, a question came in and I said that I would answer it in video because it was so good, so good. So in regards to writing, how do I know if what I'm writing is from Goddess? And that is such a great, great question. And you're going to hate the answer. You're really going to hate the answer because I can't really tell you how you know. You just know. And I feel that we're going to be talking today about intuition. And I believe that as you practice these things that I'm going to share with you about intuition, you're going to start to know when you are connected to spirit, when you are connected to Goddess, when you are connected to angels, to guides, to guardians, to your ancestors, to whomever. Because the way that I know is not necessarily going to be the way that you know. For me, there is a physical sensation. For some other people that I have spoken to and asked this very question, they know because their clair senses were activated. Their clairvoyance, their clairaudience. I know there's a couple other I'm missing because my brain is just fog. But they noticed that they would have like a tingling in their ear or a ringing in their ears, or they would get chills all of a sudden, or they would feel, and I feel that I've had this sensation too. I feel that the area of my third eye starts tingling, or that I've had the chills. When I'm writing, sometimes I can't write fast enough to catch everything that is pouring through me. And I couldn't lift the pen off my page even if I wanted to. Sometimes it's the reverse. Sometimes I will hear something or I'll be reading and it will trigger something in me so profound that I just have to sit there and stare. This has also happened to me when I'm journaling. Like I will write something and then it'll be like, huh. And I will just stare off into space and go, I don't know where I've gone. So it comes, those for me are kind of my inner knowing, my body knowing of how Goddess is connecting to me. And I have done this and experienced this for long enough that even when I start working with different Goddess energies, their energies, even within my own physicality, my own experience, are different. Isis's energy is very different from Artemis's energy, whom I'm working with. Isis is who I've been dedicated to. Artemis is who I'm working with this year. So I can't give you, I wish I could give you a more definitive answer. And part of that is we have been trained not to pay attention to these things, just like our intuition. So hopefully this piece about intuition will start to help you get more more information for yourself on how you know when you know. I wish I could give you a better answer than that, but I hope that gives a little bit of guidance. Okay, and so I did want to leave space here. Was there anything that stood out for you or has stood out for you? Have you noticed anything for yourself since the last time we've met? anything that you'd like to share? Because again, questions and the sharing sometimes triggers things. That's another place that I find, oh, okay. Someone gives voice to something that I didn't quite have the words for.
The 4 life stages.
Mm.
Like I've always heard them as maiden, mother, crone, but it
Mhm.
was helpful to me to have the queen
Mhm.
because I am both in a mother stage right now and going into crone. But saying queen, that fits. That was helpful.
Great, 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 great. Yeah, I feel like since I personally have held it that even within these states of maiden, mother, crone, there
Mhm.
is even a little bit more of a delineation of that. So you can be a maiden where you're young and you're just starting out. You can be a mother maiden where you're starting in your career. You're moving things forward. You can be a crone maiden where you have not you have some experience, you kind of know what you're doing, and you have a better sense of yourself. And I feel like even in the mother, you can be a maiden mother, a mother, a crone mother, a maiden crone, a mother crone, a crone. So I like to play with those and stretch those, and I love that place of being queen where you might still be in a mother phase where if you have physical children, you might have older children. Like I'm not, I see the gray hairs coming, but I'm not, and I'm 50, but I'm still in this phase of teaching my son and getting him ready to stand on his own, putting new creations forth out in the world. I'm not done yet. Thanks, Jody. Yes, I see you.
Uh, there is a stage that's, I guess, that about what we don't speak so much.
Mm.
And I feel for me more appropriate is the Amazon stage. That means that I have, it's like to have the energy of the maiden, that you are out of the stage of the mother. And
Yeah.
it could be, and it's the period where you are alone, you don't have the charge of the children because they are on their own. You are in charge. But you could be a crone because, for example, I am a grandmother of 3, but I never feel a crone or a grandmother. So I feel more to be an Amazon because I am on my own, I am independent. I don't feel so much the queen in me. And I guess it's different because the queen is a different energy from Amazon.
Yes. Very true. Very true. Yeah, that's a great differentiation. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So my best suggestion also for these stages and feeling into what stage you feel you are is to really play with these archetypes. Play with the Amazon archetype, play with the queen archetype, play with the priestess. I super identify with the priestess. So just play with these different archetypes, see what fits, what works for you, what works with you, what's moving through you, and then connect with them deeper. So
And even with the brightest, I feel more that I am some kind of enchantress more than the brightest. Because for me, first I am a clear audient, so I can hear, and it's like that I receive or hear things, and I use a lot the power of the word. I always do that, even I guess when I am a children.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I have a mother that always make a lot of rituals. She have to move. She make a lot.
Yep.
And I like simple things, and I always use just my word. And she's always asked herself, but how do you do? I make the ritual, I light the candle. You just speak, and it's done, and it's manifest.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, yeah. So again, that feeds back into the question that we had at the beginning, where how do you know when you know? Sometimes it's something that you've had since you were a child, and it has either been dampened or develops. In the case of, in your case, it's developed, right? And you've continued to develop that.
And I find the curious things. I think that I did because I don't speak so much with first all my great mother are dying, so I have no way to speak directly, and I am a very little child. And my mother told me that my grandmother healing people with prayer, so she using the voice again.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
her name is Carmen. Carmen is the meaning of singing or whispering.
Interesting. Interesting.
And my mother's name is Abel, and that means the breath.
Okay. Yep. Yep. So sometimes you can find the clues hidden in your names, right? Lovely.
And it's like that. It's very strange. I say, but what is this name? Have a connection with sound or with singing. And so the enchantress, like I practice for me, I feel it more right.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, so let's dive in. So first, want to start with a couple of definitions of intuition. So that way we're playing on the same field here when we're talking about intuition. And so according to dictionary.com, intuition is a direct perception of truth, fact, etc., independent of any reasoning process. So it's not something that happens in the mind. It can be immediate apprehension, a fact, truth, etc., perceived in this way, a keen and quick insight, the quality or ability of having such direct perception or quick insight. And Merriam-Webster's medical dictionary says that intuition is immediate apprehension or cognition without reasoning or inferring knowledge or conviction gained by intuition. And the power or faculty of gaining direct knowledge or cognition without evidence, without rational thought, or without inference. And then Psychology Today says that intuition is a gut feeling or a hunch, a sensation that appears quickly in consciousness, notable enough to be acted on if one chooses to, without us being fully aware of the underlying reason for its occurrence. We're bridging the gap between the conscious and the non-conscious parts of our minds. So when we endeavor to access, we all have it, but our capacity to access it is in varying degrees depending upon whether it was encouraged or it was discouraged by our family of origin, by our friends, by whomever that we were around. Intuition is also described as the still small voice within that tells you right from wrong. Your conscious is what a lot of people would just attribute it to. By nature, it is ephemeral and easy to dismiss. Then that is from Judith Durick from the Circle of Stones book. And intuition has been dismissed so very greatly in our Western society. Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Or just dismiss it yourself because of our society's need for, oh, well, I want to be nice. Something's off about somebody, and you go, oh, no, I shouldn't judge a book by its cover. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. So you're dismissing those signals that you're getting instead of opening to receiving their message and making the determination that's right for you. So we're going to begin the process of reclaiming your intuitive nature on every realm. So I'm going to give you a little bit of journaling music here, and I'm going to invite you to tune into your body. Let me get the music going here. All right, let me turn that down so it's not so loud. Is that a good volume for you to be able to journal with? Okay. All right. So, tuning into your body, the physical realm, ask your body what a yes feels like. You might want to close your eyes. You might need to close your eyes and just tune into your body. What does a yes feel like? And then when you feel like you have that, you might even want to stand up here, because I know for myself, my body sways a little bit like a pendulum when my body gives me a yes. So what does a yes feel like? What does a no feel like? And then what does your body want you to know right now? Okay. And now, again, come into your emotional realm, your emotions. This is where you receive that feeling intuitive guidance. So what do your feelings want you to know right now? And then tuning into your thoughts and the mental realm. Again, this is where your ethereal allies, the angels, the astrological archetypes, your ancestors, your higher self, goddess, gods. What do your invisible guides want you to know right now? And then fire, the action energy realm. This is the energy to intuition. So you want to notice here what's currently depleting your energy and what's adding to it. You can also ask, who am I around right now that is depleting my energy? What are some of the things that I'm doing right now that are depleting my energy? And what's adding to my energy? And now we're in the spiritual realm, and you want to ask your inner guidance, in what ways do you need to strengthen your inner guidance? What ways do you need to notice your inner guidance would be another good question to play with here. And then tune into your inner wisdom, your inner knowing. In what ways do you need to strengthen your inner wisdom, your inner knowing, your capacity to just know when you know? Okay. All right. So I want you to stay in this juicy place where you're at. So I'm going to give you a longer piece of music here. And there's a couple of things I invite you to do with this longer piece of music, okay? One, clear. You want to ask to be cleared as you're moving, ask to be cleared of anything that is blocking any of your senses that is stopping you from noticing your intuition, okay? You want to clear that. Second, you want to reclaim your intuitive nature. Ask to reclaim and strengthen your inner guidance and wisdom. And activate your next level. And I want you to keep your journal handy because as you're moving, you might get more, something might pop into your head that you want to write down so that you can investigate a little further. So I invite you to turn off your video and actually, let me see if I can just turn. I am actually going to just turn everybody's video off if I can. Yep, I can. All right. All right. So I'm going to give you a long piece of music here. Thank you for your patience as I'm waiting for my iTunes to catch up with where I want to be. All right, here you go. Give you just a minute here to write down anything else you need to write down. Okay. Anything that wants to be shared here? Anything that wants to be given voice here? And of course, if you're on the replay, you can email me your insights. I always love hearing.
I think what I'm getting from lots of different places is how much I need to rest. Well, maybe not rest isn't the right word, relax more. And relaxation that doesn't involve technology. Other than that, I mean, music, okay, but no screen that I'm looking at.
Yeah. I got that too.
Yeah. And I'm really missing my monthly massage, Reiki, my energy therapist. You know, I haven't seen since COVID started. And so at first when you put on the music, I was moving, but then all of a sudden was like, no, I want to lay down. So I laid down and just let the music flow over me, just like I would if I was sitting on her table.
Beautiful.
Or lying on her table, whatever you say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. That's really, really great, listening to what your body needed. Yeah. Lovely. Guylan, anything you wanted to share?
You have blocked my video.
Oh. There. I've asked to start your video. There you are.
It's very strange because this session is everything oriented around my abundance and financial situation, and it's very strange. And interesting because in air, I have the card of breath. And usually when I am not comfortable with something, I'm beginning to have problem with breathing.
Interesting. That is interesting.
Not that I become anxious, but it's like I feel something that don't make me breathe. But everything in some way is connecting to the financial situation and to the ability to listen and do what I listen. Because for hearing, I hear clear. And if I do what I hear, not always.
Yeah, yeah. I got a little bit of that too.
And especially if I can't see where this voice I direct me. Because sometimes it sounds logical, so okay. But like I am a very logical person, if it look not logical, for me it's very difficult.
Yeah.
And I really need to touch with my hand for belief.
Yeah.
It's a good thing, but sometimes it's not so good.
Yeah, it's a challenge. It really is. Yeah, I got a little bit of that too. Spirit said, don't ask for clarification if you're not going to follow after I give you clarification. So, yeah. Funny. We humans are funny
But
beings.
at the end, I have this one. That is a guidance for all the
Let's see if I can, let's see. Let's turn off that. There we go. There you go. Manifesting miracles. Archangel Orion.
And it's strange because at some years I have in mind an online course. And when I ask for the name, the people feedback, I want to put miracle in that. But a lot of people tell me, yes, but if you say miracle, immediately people think about Christianity. And I can't find another name because I have already the name in my mind and I have miracle inside.
Yeah. Maybe you're the one to untether that miracles from Christians don't have the lock on miracles.
No.
It's not only theirs. We can have miracles. Everybody can have miracles. All right, darling hearts, thank you so much for coming and being here today. And we just give deep gratitude to the elements of earth and water and air and fire and spirit. And just deep gratitude to your spirits for being here, whether you're live or on the replay. I deeply appreciate you. I deeply am sending you so much love and blessings and fun. Play with your intuition this week. See where it leads you. Take very good care. Thank you.
Thank you so much for putting Awaken the Divine Feminine.
You're welcome.
I always love make it sometime because every time is different.
Yeah.
So I hope you could make it another time.
Yeah. It will come back. This is one of my favorites to teach, and every time I do it, it is just a little bit different. Just a little bit different.
By years. It's okay.
Yeah. All right, darling hearts, do take very good care of yourselves.
Thank you.
See you next week. Bye-bye.